All righty. Well, welcome to Strength and Cardio today. This is a 45-minute class. My name is Jena with the JCC. All you're going to need today is your body and a set of dumbbells, light to medium. Maybe you have a couple options there next to you. You can load up as little or as much as you want. I'm just going to choose to have a pretty light to medium option today, but you can always make it as hard as you want. I'm going to do my best to give you different options here today, so make sure you choose how hard you want to work it out. So let's get going. All right, so we're going to stand with our arms out really wide, reaching across and then pulling through the front of that body. So from the side, you're looking like this, just adding a rotation through the waistline, pulling across. So today we are going to start with strength and keep our heart rate up with that cardio, that second half of our workout. But it's all going to feel like cardio because we're going to do things for time today versus repetitions. Let's go ahead and go to that other side. So reach across and pull. Reach and pull. Getting as much twisting through the waistline as you can. One more. Great. So starting to shift your weight from side to side, stretching out those thighs a little bit here, bringing your heel to your glutes, and we're going to add some pull-throughs with those arms, driving the elbows to the back of the room. Great. Let's go ahead and alternate some thigh hugs here, keeping that body up nice and tall. Turn those toes up towards the ceiling to get a nice stretch through the back of the lower leg, activation through the front of that lower leg. Good, and we're just going to do some basic knee or toe touches. So going down to your toes or just to your knees, keeping that back nice and straight, keeping those legs straight. Now with no weight, you're going to hinge at the hips again, bend in the knees, sit those hips back, and you're going to pull the arms apart, driving those thumbs towards the ceiling. Keeping your eyes focused on the floor to keep that head in a neutral position here. Just pulling apart. 3, 2, and 1. Let's keep the stance and go into a nice squat, driving those hips back always. Okay, sitting down and bringing it up. Very important, no matter what you're doing, to always get those joints warmed up. I do a nutrition, healthy eating coaching group every Monday night through the J. So if you ever want to little bit more on activity and how it impacts your metabolism. All right, let's bring it up one more time. Just shifting the weight side to side in those hips here. And one of my gals was mentioning how surprised she was that she started changing the order she did things and got on her elliptical for 5 minutes, her rowing machine for 5 minutes, and then would go for her nice long walks, and how her walking felt so much more enjoyable. Her knees, hips, everything didn't start to hurt on her long walks because she's prepping her body better, and all she did is change order. So always make sure you're prepping. So we're gonna go right into strength. We're gonna try to do each one of our exercises for 45 seconds to a minute with just enough recovery to go right into the next one. So you're gonna grab your set of dumbbells, okay? After you see what we're doing, you can choose to go heavier or lighter, but we're gonna start in a stationary lunge so that back leg is behind us with the heel lifted, and we're gonna press up every time we go down. So you decide what weight you wanna do, okay? So we're starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So when we hit 30 seconds, we will switch legs. It might feel better to stop here and then press up. If you want to bring it all the way down, you can. Elbows to your side. Keep that split stance. Good. Keep going here. Keep driving that back knee down. And now let's switch those legs. And continue. Trying to press down. Trying to press up. As you go down, is going to be that core challenge here. Good work. Losing my balance. Woo! That's our time. You're going to make your way to the floor, okay? And from here, we're going to do a static hip hold, okay? So arms are going to be up with our dumbbell. We're going to lift. We're going to end up bringing the arms overhead and here. So choose your weight, and we're starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift those hips up and bring them over the head and up. So we got a lot going on here. Hips are lifted the entire time. Breathe with that exhale as you bring those arms back to vertical. Try to keep that neck nice and long here. Think about your thighs getting really long. Tucking your pelvis under. As if there's a hoist. Pulling those hips high up to the ceiling here. Part of your workout today, everyone, is to be getting down on the ground and back up for these exercises. Anytime you need to take a little breather, you do so and then you join me. There's our minute. Set those weights down. Make your way up to standing again. I'll demonstrate the next exercise. We're gonna hold our weights here to the side, and we're gonna do a basic good morning. So our hips are going back, and we're just hinging at those hips. Starting in 4, 3, 2, and begin. So just holding them here, down and up. Remember, you wanna think about driving those hips behind you a little bit, but it's not a squat, all right? Just a hip hinge. By holding the weights here, you're working those upper back muscles quite a bit. And always loading that lower back. You should start to feel this in the back of those hips. Make sure you're contracting Those glutes on the way up here. I know you're looking good. Keep it going. We just keep rolling till the beeper goes off. All right, we are going to make our way back to the floor again. This is where you might want to have a pad for your knees if you need to, if you're going to be on your knees. So you can go right to your toes for this one if you want, or stay on your knees. Okay, I'm going to stay on my knees. Arms are going to be here, and you're going to work on a renegade row. Hang 1 second. If it's a little bit too much, you can just work on rows today, depending upon who you are and where you're at. Starting in 4, 3, 2, oh, pause, I forgot. We're gonna try to do a row, and then let's see if we can do a little push-up in between, okay? Here we go, begin. So it's for that minute, rowing each side and going down into your push-up. You can come to your toes at any time you want. I'm gonna remain on those knees today, working on keeping my hips nice and stable. They want to wiggle around a little bit. Keep fighting that. And down. Pull, 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 and push. Pull, 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 and push. Keep working. Pull, pull, and push up. Woo! 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna stay close to the ground, everyone. You're gonna go back onto your back. Okay, so when you do your chest fly, it's like you're hugging around a big tree. All right, so this first round, we're all gonna tuck our legs in and we're gonna push out as we pull out with our arms. If you need to alternate legs, you can go ahead and do that. Or keep them on the ground if you want. Starting in 4, 3, 2, and begin. Opening those arms with an alternating push out or a double leg push out. Keeping those arms in line with the chest. If it's a little bit too much, again, you can drop the heels down to the ground and take out the core. Don't forget that breathing. Oftentimes we hold that breath. When your legs are going out, you're contracting your thighs and your glutes. You can't just relax your muscles and extend your legs without having your back hurt or feel strained. Good work, that's our timer. We make our way up to a standing position again. All right, so we're going to a squat, right? So a squat, down, bicep curl here, okay? So squat down, bicep curl. And here we go. Begin. So dumbbells at our side, squat as or curl as you come up. Take your time here. Remember, you load as much weight as you want. You want it to be a little bit easier? We'll drop it down to 8 or 10 pounds like me. A little bit harder, grab some of those 15s, 12s, 20s, whatever. Breathe through it. Down. Maybe you only have one heavy dumbbell, right? You can still do these things with one arm or with with 2 arms, but just holding it with the both hands. Getting towards the end here. Good work. Woo! We are going back to the ground. Told you, up and down today. So take your time getting with me. So we're going to go ahead and come back into this position. Arms are vertical. So the first exercise is this tricep press up. And then we're going to add, okay, and open and close with the legs. So you either bend your knees and you open the legs and close them, or you extend, open and close while you're tricepping. And begin tricepping, pressing with those triceps. Woo! Can you get the coordination to do it? Remember, knees don't have to be straight. They can be bent and working on opening those legs in a V. The upper arm is vertical the entire time. Woo! 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and that's it right there. Good work. Let's go ahead and have a sip of water. Give your body just a little recovery. And then we're going to go into one more round of all of those. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Woo! Lots of upper body. But don't worry, we'll do lower body without. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to go right down to my other segment that I kind of came up with. And then if we have time, we'll go a third round or a second round of those ones. So set your dumbbells nearby. And we're going to start with shuffles going side to side. So again, everything is kind of for time today. Just another way to do these. So you're shuffling side to side. If you'd rather just step it, you can step it, right? So there's lots of different options here. If you don't like traveling side to side, you can just step side to side, but challenge that travel. When we hear my timer go off, we're on to that next exercise. Now my head's chopped off, which is fine. Good work, everyone. So getting ready. In 15 seconds, we're going to go back to the ground. So if you can't quite put weight on your wrists, your option is to do a side forearm plank, knees bent, top leg straight, or both legs straight. I'll tell you 30 seconds and you'll flip on your side. Otherwise, we are all on our knees and we're diver bombing and then we're pressing up, okay? Diver bomb and press up and begin. Side plankers, that's your option. Shift your hips back, pull that chest and that face through the hands. Sitting back, getting nice and close to the ground, and then pressing up and out of there. So basically it's a push up from there. Woo, your face has to travel past your hands, and then you add your push away from the ground. Of course you can sit your hips back and do with straight legs. Not today, my arms are dead. Woo! Keep going, 10 more seconds. Pull through and push. And time. Stand it up. Catch your breath. I told you, up, down, up, down. I don't always do it. Front kicks. Catch your breath, march in place if you need to. Join me for those front kicks. Come on, this one's not too hard. Push those legs out. Drive those elbows back. Get those thighs up there. See if you can get them to right to hip level, okay? Pull through. Keep those arms going. Good work, everyone. Woo! "20 seconds left. Keep on going. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Again, we're making it to the ground, and you're going to be on your knees or your toes for the next one. We're all on our forearms here. So a forearm plank, all right? We're going to go down into our plank, and then we're going to lift our hips up to a V. Down into our plank to a V. Toes are the option here. And begin. Stay on your toes as long as you can until everything gets super tired, and then drop to those knees. Think about pulling your chest and your shoulders in front of your elbows when you come down. Try not to have those hands together in your plank. Open them up. Use those shoulders good. We have 30 seconds left. Woo! Can bend the knees. Modify it. 8 seconds. Home stretch here. All right. Bring this up. Bring it to a standing position. Part of keeping that heart rate up today is not so much jumping around or fast motions. It's getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down. So we're going to go into a body-weighted squat, down and up, or you're giving me some jumps here. You decide, and go. Doesn't mean that you have to only choose one or the other. You can do a few of these, and then a few squats. But regardless, your hips go back every time. You don't want to land like this. See how my hips barely move? All that force is on my knees. Go back, back. I say it over and over, because regardless, we still get into this. Squatting. Woo! 18 seconds left. Pick your strength today and use it. 7 seconds. Woo! Bringing it to the floor. We're going to go for a swim. So we are going to have those toes on the ground or lifted, whatever feels best. You're going to come out and then around, forward and around. Go ahead and begin. Your goal is to build up to where you can keep those toes off the ground. back those thighs. Woo! Halfway there. Oh, feel those back muscles working. Keep going. When you work those back muscles, especially where you're isolating the lower back here, I mean, you're using it all, but really loading that lower back, it's a different kind of feeling. It's an achy feeling. You're getting stronger, I promise. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, stand it up. Almost to the end of this segment. All right, 2-footed little hops, forward and backwards. Okay, you can take your time like I am right now, or you can do them quick. Go ahead and start. You can also go to one leg, forward and backwards. If you stick with one leg, I'll tell you when 30 seconds is up, and then we gotta switch to that other leg. Otherwise, you're here. Or quick ones. That's 30 seconds. Imagine there's a line on the ground, and you're going over it and back. You can slow it down or speed it up for a few of them. Woo! 10 seconds. Two, 1. Oh. All right. So if you have a couch nearby, you can walk your hands. Let's just pretend this is my couch, okay? I put my hands in front of the couch. I walk to the back of the cushion, and then I walk back up. Otherwise, you're on the ground with me. The other option is to maybe just go into, again, a forearm plank if your wrists don't want to do it. All right, and begin. I'm walking out. Oh, and then walk back. Maybe at some point you have to bend your knees to keep walking those hands in. Not everyone is flexible enough to keep their knees straight. You want to bend, that way you can keep your back a little bit more straight. And a forward fold, nothing wrong with it, but listen to the body. Hey, you're already 30 seconds. Shh. Bringing it up. Keep going, 20 more seconds. Five seconds. That's it right there. Whew. Last one. Last one in this round. All right? Take it slow. Do some scissors. All right? Otherwise, run them with me. And go. I'm getting those arms moving. Or you're here. And it doesn't even have to be a really big, long switch. It can be small. Right? Play around with that. Maybe do 5 seconds of these. And then go back in to your slow ones. As you get more fit, we'll do them again down the line. And you might be able to go that whole minute eventually. Come on. We're trekking up that hill. We only have 15 seconds to get to the top. Woo! 5. Time. Take a breather. Some water. work. Woo! Catch your breath. You're like, don't have to tell me twice. 30 more seconds. Work on that exhale. Woo! 10 seconds. Get those dumbbells nearby. We're gonna go back to the lunge with the pushing overhead. All right, starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that lunge, and you're going down and pressing. I'll tell you when to switch. Bring that back knee towards the ground the best you can. 30. Switch it. Don't hurry through them. I could care less how many you do. That's why I wanted to do it for time today. So you can go as slow as you want or as fast as you want. That's our timer. Woo! We're making our way to the ground. Hip lifts with the overhead pull over. Now, another option. Take it to one leg if you'd like, crossing the ankle over, lifting the hips, and I'll tell you when 30 seconds is up, or both legs. 4, 3, 2, begin. I'm just showing from this position so you know what I'm talking about. It's a figure 4, stabilizing on that one side with a little cheater leg. It's kind of helping you a little bit. Woo! Still driving those hips up high to the ceiling. That's 30. Switch those legs if you're doing single. Make sure your pelvis is on an imaginary table. It is not rotating or shifting side to side. Keeping those arms wide to keep that shoulder joint opened a little bit. That's our timer right there. Oh, I think we have to get back up. Yep. We're going to those good mornings, and we're gonna hold the weight at our chest. Option this time, all right? So we were here last time. This time, you can just bring that leg in front and throw in a hamstring stretch and just load one side. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll yell at us for 30 seconds if we're loading the one side. Okay, keep that space between the knees. You guys have done them many times before. If you've taken my classes and you've used it for stretching the hamstring. But because we have that weight, we're kind of loading the hip a little bit more here. Keep pushing your heel of the leg that's in front into the ground. Switch legs. Drive it down. Don't just hold it there. Push into the ground as you shift your hips back. So many things to think about. Woo! I really try hard let you have a mindless workout. Good, that's it right there. Oh. Ooh, now we do the push-ups with the renegade rows in between. Okay, remember, if you can't quite use those hands, those wrists right now, because I have a couple of you, you can roll the arms, or you can just stay here and do rows. You can do them standing as well. Otherwise, get ready and begin. You alternate a row with a push-up. Take your time. I don't care how many you do, even if it's 5, as long as they are superb. You master technique, not weight, not reps. Keep going. We are halfway there. Trying to keep those hips nice and stable. Woo! That's it. Timer. All right. We are going to the chest fly, where you open and close. This is going to be our last one because we're almost done. I want to make sure to get some stretching in a little bit here with you. All right, starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's that chest fly. Open and close on the ground. I went past my timer. Ooh, got an extra 3 seconds in. It's the one where you can open and close the bent legs, or I think we did push-outs, didn't we? We did a push-out and a pull-in. Contract your quads, your thighs there, and your glutes as you push out. Do not just extend those legs. You're contracting strong. Good. Give me 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, time. Grab a sip of water, please. And you can stay low to the ground. I'll try to come in the sunlight so you can see my legs. I have all black on. I could flip these little things over, and they're quite, some of them are quite colorful on the other side. Okay, so let's lay on our side, and we're gonna get a little quad stretch in here. So just relax your head down, grab that chin, and I want you to pull the knee so it's level with the hip. Try not to let it come up here. And just hold that nice stretch. And you can work on arching, kind of pushing your hips forward if you'd like, getting a little extra openness through the front, little arch in the back here, or just hold everything straight. Good. Before we switch sides, we're going to roll onto our back, and you're going to keep one leg bent, and the leg you were just stretching, it's going to go towards the heel is going to go to the ceiling. You're just going to hold that thigh in place and bend and extend the knee. So you're really stretching the hamstring. You might be out here further, right? Don't force it and then round all over and strain everything. Wherever you feel like it's a somewhat relaxed position to where you can extend that knee. 2 Let's just hold this up here and do some ankle circles. Switch directions. And we're gonna switch. So you're gonna lay onto your other side here, grabbing that lower leg and just pushing that knee back so it's in line with the hip, trying to avoid letting it float up towards the ceiling here. Add a little extension if you want to through the back. Wonderful. The leg that you were just stretching is now going to be the leg that goes up towards the ceiling. And you're going to pull in that thigh and then work on finding a position where you can get a little full knee extension here. And let's hold this one up and do some ankle circles in one direction. Let's switch it around the other direction. And go ahead and sit it on up. And bringing one arm up towards the ceiling, drop the fingertips behind the head and just pull across to get a little shoulder, back stretch, and into your triceps. It's mainly a really big lat stretch, right? They get so tight. And let's go to that other side. Up, drop that arm, the hand, and then pull fingertips down that upper back. And arm is out. And I think your time is up. Pretty darn close. Anything else feel tight on you? I'm gonna stop our recording. Thank you for joining us, those that watch this later.